Well, Jeff Brown is from this area. He's headed to his first All-Star game, and he is the 5th leading scorer among defensemen with 45 points. And Jeff is with Bruce.
Well, thank you, Ken. We are going to visit with Jeff Brown. And I guess, first of all, Jeff, congratulations being named to the All-Star team and going to the game February in Montreal. What was your first reaction when you heard that?
Well, I was ecstatic, to say the least. It's my first one, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm anxious for it to arrive.
You're from the Ottawa area. Any pressures, added pressures in that coming into this game?
Tell you what, it was the most nervous.
You weren't nervous at all?
No, I'm not nervous at all. Most nervous I've been since my first NHL game. I'll tell you what, coming home and having all my friends and family watching and stuff, it's certainly a thrill, and we'll have to get back on track here in the third period.
Jeff, how many tickets did Jeff buy for this game?
13.
13? That's not too bad, huh?
$50 a crack, see. How's your mathematics?
This game, first period, you come in with a 2-0 lead, really played well. A little letdown in the second period. I guess to be expected against an expansion team like that. You just pick it up in the third. Can you do it that easily?
Well, I think so. We went brain dead there in the second period. I don't know what happened. You know, we were all knew that we had to come out and get a big start, and it was important, and we did. We played well the first period, and then we thought it was going to be easy. And you know, any team can beat anybody in this league. I think it's been proven this year, and we're just going to have to get back on track. Ottawa's playing great defensive hockey, and they're getting their opportunities offensively too.
You got your league-leading 15th goal among defensemen tonight, a big goal. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, we were on the power play, and Shanny had it. I tipped it up to Shanny. Shanny slid it over to CJ. CJ over to Holly, and I was just breaking in the net, and not many guys can make this pass right on my tape, and I just had an empty net to shoot it at. You know, there's a case of 4 guys that I'm playing with on the power play that are pretty talented players, and I'm just picking up the garbage.
Nice garbage, though, to lead the league, as I said, with 15 goals. Tough loss last night. Really, the game, as you looked on this 4-game road trip that you'd like to win against Toronto. What happened there?
Well, our power play let us down. You know, our power play scored us a couple early, and then we knew we had the 5-minute power play going in the third period. We're up a goal, and the last thing we wanted to do was let them get a shorthanded goal and get the momentum, and that's what happened. We knew we had a 5-minute power play, and we sat back. There was no urgency, and they scored the shorthanded, and from then on it was their momentum.
Going back to the All-Star game a little bit, if you talk to Brett about that, maybe some of the things that go on, anything you're looking forward to besides the game?
Well, I haven't had a chance to yet. You know, it was just announced a couple days ago, but I'm sure when we get back in St. Louis, maybe I'll sit down with him and ask him what to expect, because he's certainly been there a couple times.
Second half of the season, Blues is still looking for a playoff spot. The team's played well, though, the last month, really, I think. Can you, I mean, as you look at it, obviously you have to think you can make it, but what has to happen for the team to get into the playoffs?
Well, it's no secret we have talent, but we got to play as a 5 or 6 man unit on the ice at every time, and the 20 guys that are dressed every night. We have to put out an effort, and we'll be successful. I think it started maybe on that 6-game road trip early December. We started to turn things around. We had an opportunity to win all 6 of them, and I really felt we came together as a hockey club, and it's just a matter of continuing to work hard. And you know, it was a big disappointment for us last night. You know, we were 4-game winning streak, and to go in there and get a victory in Toronto would have been a great boost for us. But we're not dead, and there's a lot of hockey to be played, so we're anxious to find that final playoff spot. And the other thing, though, Toronto and ourselves, I think we've caught the rest of the pack. You know, the 3 teams were sort of running away from it, and you know, we're right there. So we feel confident that if we can continue to play as we are, we'll be successful in getting into the playoffs.
Jeff, thank you for joining us again. Congratulations, and have a lot of fun at the game.
Thanks very much, Bruce.
Blues defenseman Jeff Brown, back upstairs to you, Ken.